What's up guys, Justin Morgan here, Carved Up Vegan Muscle. In this video I'm going to talk about training partners and do you need one to be an elite athlete or to go to the elite stages of powerlifting or strongman or whatever your sport of choice may be. And a lot of people say yes, and I somewhat agree with that, but you know, when you hear people talk about like Westside Barbell, which isn't that far from me, it's less than, well, it's about an hour from my house. One of the biggest, one of the biggest powerlifting gyms, or most successful powerlifting gyms for geared powerlifting. Anyways, and by gear I mean like, you know, multi-ply, single-ply squat suits and shirts, bench shirts, and that kind of thing. Not raw, meaning there's no like assistance equipment other than like a belt. But that's probably one of the biggest gyms, and a lot of people that have come out of there say the biggest aspect of training at Westside is that the people that you're around, they're so strong. You see people doing like 800, 900, 1,000 pound squats, and you know, when they're in the gear, or I think they're in the gear almost all the time, so it's like over 1,000 pound squats, and it's just, when you see that, it changes your perspective on what strong is. So these guys reach higher and higher and higher to be stronger and to excel to the higher levels of their sport. And I definitely see that, and I definitely agree with that. But as you might have noticed, I don't have a training partner. I don't train with people. And in a lot of ways, I kind of prefer it that way. I don't really like training at gyms. I don't really like having other people around me so much when I train. I'm very talkative. I'm very social, and I like talking to people. So I end up getting more in conversation and less focused on what exactly I'm doing. But in terms of how I personally integrate some of that is that I don't feel that I'm hindered in any way because I do have training partners. I want to show you some of them now. You might notice a few names here. This is the drug-free list from powerliftingwatch.com, and you see Layne Norton currently holds the drug-tested, I shouldn't say drug-free, the drug-tested federation record or world record for the squat. And I have my eye on that number. You know, I'm not quite there yet, not anywhere near close. I have more than 100 pounds to add to my squat in order to get there, but I have my eye on that. So in that way, Layne Norton is kind of my training partner because I want that number. I want to beat him. I want to beat all the numbers on this list, and some of them I'm a long way off of. I'm not a particularly good bench presser, so that's something I need to work on, something I need to add a lot of emphasis to in order to get better, to be a better powerlifter. But I see these names, I see these numbers, and I look at them occasionally, and I have my eye set on beating them at some point. So in that way, I'm looking at these numbers, and I want to beat them. And maybe by the time I get there, I'll be looking at some of the ones that are not drug tested, some of the guys that are, you know, probably using steroids, and I'll be looking to hopefully beat those numbers by the time I get there. I don't know. By the time I get to where I'm in the range of some of those drug-tested numbers, I may say, this sucks. I don't ever want to have to lift again. I kind of want to become a bodybuilder or something, or just lift for recreation, just have fun and not really worry about competing. I don't know. But that's it for today, guys. That's how I integrate using training partners, or where I draw inspiration from. Other places, I watch these videos of Strongman, World's Strongest Man all the time. I see they're all on YouTube, so I'll watch those. I'll watch the Giants of Iceland video on Strongman. You know, I see those guys, and I think a lot of people look at those and think, well, that's incredible that those guys do that, but I think there's a subset of us that look at that and think, I want to beat that. I want to be the guy that does that. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it inspired you in some way. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. You guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you in the next one.